Yo, what's up guys? Welcome back to another video. Today I'm putting two cars head to head in Forza Horizon 4 to see which one is best. This challenge, it consists of three different parts. First being a top speed run, the second being a drag race to test the acceleration, and to finish it off we're going to be doing a sprint race. Before we get started, leave your predictions down in the comments to which car you think is going to win. The winner will be determined by who wins 2 out of the 3 challenges, as well as I'll give my feedback as to what I actually think of both cars. Alright, let's jump into it guys. The two cars that we're putting head to head today is the 2020 Chevy Corvette C8, which is brand new to Forza Horizon 4, and we're also doing the 2016 Ford Shelby Mustang GT350R. That's been around for quite a while. These cars are completely stock other than some upgraded tires. That's about it. What we're going to do is take a quick look at the stats. This is a naturally aspirated 6.2 liter V8, 494 horsepower at 469 foot-pounds of torque. It goes 0 to 60 miles an hour in 2.7 seconds and has a top speed of 194 miles per hour. Jumping over to the Shelby, we have had this car since Forza Horizon 3, many years. It's been a really good car. Hopefully the Shelby GT500 comes to the game very soon, but this has a 5.2 liter dual overhead cam V8. It has 526 horsepower at 429 foot-pounds of torque, goes 0 to 60 miles per hour in 4.2 seconds, and has a top speed of 189 miles per hour. Now it's actually interesting, this car has less horsepower than the 2013 Shelby GT500, and I'm not exactly sure why. It's probably because it's a GT350 versus GT500, but let's jump right into the top speed challenge. Alright, so we're jumping into the Chevy Corvette, and right off the rip, this thing sounds incredible. It's one thing I noticed right when this car came to the game and I was using it. Very impressed with the way it sounds as completely stock. Actually sounds better stock than fully upgraded in this game, but overall not too bad. It's pretty slow off the rip, like it's not crazy, it's your average car. 155 miles per hour already. As I said before, 194 miles per hour is kind of what we're aiming for. That's what it says we can go up to. We're also going downhill here, so we're going to go as fast as possible, nearly at 185, 186. We're actually gaining quite a bit as well. 190 miles per hour right now, and we're kind of like topping out 191, 192. I don't know if we'll be able to make it up to 194, but 194 is like the estimated range, so it looks like we did 192 miles per hour. Not too bad. Let's jump into the Shelby now. The Shelby is a very fast car, especially the R, the GT350R. The issue with the Shelby is it's sluggish. It's slow off the rip. The acceleration is not very good, and hopefully the top speed can kind of make up for that. I don't know if it'll actually be able to, but we'll take a look. I think it was projected 189 miles per hour, so a little bit slower than the Corvette, but we'll see if the downhill helps us get a little bit faster right off the rip. We've hit 6th gear and it's kind of like plateaued. We're still gaining quite a bit of speed, 176, 180, 182. We're gaining quite a bit of speed, but you can hear that engine just kind of idling at 1 RPM. Very hard to go up. 189, so there we go, we hit it. 190, 191, let's go, that's so close. 191 miles per hour, very close to the C8 Corvette. That's pretty much what we plateaued at though. Alright guys, let's jump into the drag race. This is literally just a quick race just to determine which car will have the better acceleration. Now I'm pretty sure it's going to be the C8 Corvette because the GT500 or GT350 is very slow off the rip. And as you can see, that is exactly what happened. The Corvette C8 had 11.645 seconds and the Shelby had a 12.546 seconds. So not too bad, kind of expected. They are very similar with their acceleration, that's for sure. Alright guys, so we're on to the sprint race now, and it's literally just first one to the finish wins. We're trying to get the fastest time possible, and we're trying to race as clean as possible as well. We don't want to be hitting like walls, we don't want to be going off the road, so we're going to be taking some of the corners a little bit slower, as kind of precise as we can, at the same time keeping the speed into the corners, because that's really where you're going to lose speed, is in the corners going too slow, and then that car kind of has a harder time getting back, because the track's not too long. It's maybe like a minute and a half, 2-minute track. That's about it. But so far they're kind of head to head. The Corvette's just a little bit ahead, and one thing I did notice when I drove these two cars was the C8 Corvette. It was a lot faster and a lot more controllable. You go into the corners and it kind of hugs and follows the corners, whereas the Shelby, you literally have to kind of brake into all the corners kind of unnecessarily. But if you don't brake into the corners, it's kind of just going straight into the wall, where the Corvette, like I said, it's literally hugging and following the corner very, very smoothly at a top speed. So far, as you can see, the C8 Corvette is kind of taking off away from the Shelby. Unfortunately, it doesn't look very good for the Shelby. That's what I mean. It's kind of hard to catch up once you're back like far behind like that, and you have to brake into the corners. It's like it's GG's pretty much. But I really like the Corvette. I think it's going to be a top contender in this game. And then jumping over to the Shelby, it's still a really good car. It's a cheap car, and when it's fully modified, it's a lot of fun. You can do a lot of customizations to it, make it look really, really good. But I think the C8 Corvette's taking this one, as it's crossing the line right now. Pretty much there is the Shelby. We have times of a minute 49.042 seconds for the Corvette, and a minute 51.545 seconds. So final results, here they are. Top speed, the Vet went 192 to 191. Very, very close, literally 1 mile per hour. I don't think we were able to get the GT350 anymore. The Vet had a drag race time of 11.645 seconds. GT350 had a 12.546 seconds. And then the Vet had a minute 49.042 seconds versus the minute 51.545 seconds. So very, very close. Not too bad at all. Very good cars as well, but unfortunately for the Shelby, the C8 Corvette took all three categories, freaking blew it out of the water. So we got to put up the C8 against something else. So leave down in the comments as well what car the C8 should go up against next. We're going to literally keep a spreadsheet of rankings, where these cars are at for the rankings and which cars they should actually be facing and going up against. Who knows, maybe the C8 is as good of a car that it could compete with like a P1. I'm joking, obviously that would never happen, but let me know what sort of cars we should put them up against. But anyway guys, that's going to wrap it up. Thanks so much for watching. Do appreciate each and every single one of you. Make sure you guys leave a like, make sure you're subscribed, and I will catch you guys on the next one. Peace.